Janet. I'm glad you're home safe, Janet. I'm looking kind of. Yo, I'm gonna wipe the lens off because I'm looking kind of cray. Thank y'all for being here. The last 2 days, y'all were rough. It was rough. It was rough. I had to get up early for an appointment, and it just completely wrecked me. But here we are. We are. Um. I have had Mountain Dew. I had breakfast. What is this red mark? It's got stuff on my face. Hey, Skinny Queen. I think I might want to put on these patches, but we're not because we got a lot to do. What we're going to... I feel like I say that a lot. Excuse me, that we got a lot to do. City Beauty Lip Oil. They are revamping their program. Well, they're discontinuing their program, the partnership program, for a while. And then they're going to revamp and come back. But then I think they're going to be mostly on TikTok. So I won't be a part of their program anymore today. What we're going to use. We're going to do a beauty battle between Natasha Denona Lila palette and Notoriously Morbid Rose from the Dead palette. And you see it's very reflective, holographic, and as usual, the back shows you what the shades should look like as far as... Actually, no, it doesn't show any of the shifts. But it does say, as usual, which ones are lip safe and which one are not. Because I was thinking, like, what can we do just to have a little bit of fun with these beauty battles? And these will be my Vlogmas videos. Hey, Michelle. And so I'm gonna hold them up together because I was looking at them. There are some differences, but they are both purple-ish palettes with a little bit of variety. But dare I say, Rose from the Dead looks more purple than Natasha did. I am trying to hold it. I'm trying to pick it up. Than Natasha Denona. But Natasha's looks a little deeper. But we're going to see because they both do have some deeper shades. They both do have some lighter shades. And so we're going to put these on one eye. One is going to go on the other eye. But these are what we're working with. So as usual, as I'm doing the look, since there's two of them, y'all are going to try to decide like which eye is what eye. The City Beauty partnership program, their affiliate program, they are discontinuing it in January, but I have in my notes to go ahead and take their information out of my default description box. So they're discontinuing the program, then they're going to revamp it and come back on TikTok, but I'm not on the top ticks, and so I will not be a part of that. I just refuse to do the tactics. But I still will post when they have their sales, because when they have their sales, they usually have their own code, which is higher than the affiliate code. And so in that sense, it doesn't really matter if I'm in the program or not. I mean, I won't get the replenishments, but I'm just like, that's cool with me because I still use stuff that I like, you know what I mean? So when they do have sales, especially on the lip oils, I still will be buying those. My eyes are teary. My heat is being funny. Yo, it's 27 degrees outside, and tomorrow we're going to be under a weather advisory until Sunday afternoon, and I'm supposed to work down at the space tomorrow night doing makeup, and so I'm just like, yeah. 95 is usually clear. It's just getting to 95 that kind of jams me up sometimes, because sometimes the side roads are not safe. But hey, Janessa, it is Friday. Gotta get down on Friday. Party time. TikTok is trash. LOL. Selling his versus YouTubers. A lot of people love it though, as far as like brand deals and working with brands and that aspect of it, and getting noticed by brands over there, and the TikTok shops. And so a lot of people in the beauty tube space are making a lot of money, as far as I know, word on the street, are making decent money over there on TikTok. And just how City Beauty is going to be solely on TikTok. So I mean, so it depends on what you're on there for, I would say, as far as it being trash or not trash. But I just refuse to keep having more and more apps on my phone. That's why I'm not on there. Let me see, because I know I'm missing stuff. Thank you, y'all, for Janet, did you have the unseen one? If you opened up your Notoriously Morbid package? Because that one is so pretty. I remember you saying you wondered if you ordered that one. Thank you so much, y'all, for yesterday. Oh, my word. Yesterday, I had 3 hours of sleep, got up, went to an appointment at the VA hospital, and then the next block, leaving the VA, coming home, is BJ's. So I went there and did some grocery shopping. I was drinking Mountain Dew, and then I came home. I think I ate lunch and then went to bed. And when I got up, I was like, ugh. And so I was so before I went to bed, I did move to the live to 9 o'clock. But then when my alarm went off to get back up, I was just like, I said I could push it, but, and y'all know it's bad when I'm not here. Y'all know it's bad when I am not here. And so I moved it to today, as you saw, and just so y'all can have something to watch, and so it wouldn't be 2 pieces of content going up the same day. This morning's video for 7 a.m., I went ahead and put that for public last night when I changed the last night's live to today. But thank you, y'all, for your patience and for the understanding, because I was just friggin' exhausted. You had to pull up and see what the palette looked like. Are you talking about, oh, yeah. I didn't realize, I had forgot this was volume 2. Says it like right there, Dion. Yeah, this is volume 2. Do you have this, Nina? This is volume 2. And so again, this is what Lila looks like, and we are going to be doing a beauty battle. I'm looking at a couple colors in Lila like I need to stay away from, because certain colors in there, if I use them, y'all will know like right away like like what it is. Just like Tanya clocked that gold shade in the last beauty battle that we did. She was like, oh, you put that there. I know exactly what it is. And she was right. And she stood alone. Everybody else was like, duh-duh. She was like, I'm standing my ground. And she got it. So I was just like, wow. So that was pretty cool. You call it tickety tock. Y'all call it the tock ticks and the book faces and y'all, I'm older, and all these apps, I know AI is taking over. I know technology is moving faster than ever, it seems like, but I just refuse. And for most of this, what is this? This is December. Since like the summertime, I've been trying to reduce my screen time on my phone. And so when they're like, oh, do this, I'm like, hey, no. I'm not putting more stuff on my phone. The only time I do is when I kind of gotta have to, but it's still a choice I make to do it. Friday, yes. Everybody's saying hello. Gonna get some sun. Excuse me. Bruce being rude tonight. We're 27 degrees outside right now. Ugh. It's just another infomercial. Well, I'm glad you have good weather, because it ain't like that over here. Whew. The tactics are toxic. No, although I'm a geriatric TikToker, I have no idea what I'm doing. And I thought about it for a brief minute as far as like the business side of things, because as Nina knows, I was watching, thanks to her, because she was telling me about one of Julie's videos, and so then I was thinking about it, like, and then so I looked up like how to do the TikToks and all, and I'm like, you know what? No. I'm like, I'm not learning no new stuff. I'm just like that. Because I feel like now, even just doing YouTube and just posting my YouTube stuff on Instagram, like that's enough. Like I know I could do more, but it's like I don't want to feel like I'm grinding. I just want to keep enjoying what I'm doing, and hopefully people continue to enjoy what I'm doing and come along. But I'm sorting out brushes, the ones I washed the other day. I don't even know if these are the ones I'm going to use, but I'm pretty sure, because most of them are Eastums, and y'all know I'll be using the Eastums. I need to do my brows. I was going to say, I don't know if I want to put something else in my brows instead of the brow pencil. Y'all got a lot of brushes. I say that like I don't know. What the hell? Because you know you got a lot of brushes. Do I need another E45? Yep, and I grabbed it. Usually I grab the E49s by mistake. So I'm just getting organized with this stuff. All right, so what are we going to do? Let me see. Don't are getting pretty severe flooding here in Seattle. Lots of people under evacuation. Oh, damn. And that's bad. Like when they start evacuating. I'm wearing one right now called Bitchcraft. Thank you, Skinny Queen. That is cute. I missed something. What are you wearing? Okay, let me just keep kind of going because my eyes just started tearing like this. You know what it is? Because my heat kicked on and there's a vent up here. Because my eyes were not tearing until like a few moments ago. And both of them are just, I did just hear it click. Yes, that's what's happening because there's a vent up here. I was at Sam's today. I don't know what is, so I'm guessing Bitchcraft is a brand. We were under severe cold advisory. It's currently 2 degrees. We're at -7. Damn, we're at 27, but the weather advisory is supposed to be, and it said only 2 to 4 inches of snow. But I think because it's going to be so cold, they're like ice, snow. Be careful, even when you're walking. Be real careful your first couple steps, and then of course the roads and all of that. But so even though it's not a lot of snow because it's cold, but it ain't that cold. That's cold. I'm gonna stop complaining. Thank you, Michelle. I had to. I was just, I won't be able to go to sleep without a Dion. Yeah, and I pushed it back thinking I could make it, and then when I woke up again, I was just like, and I was thinking, and I was just like, nah. No, you don't have it yet. I don't know what y'all are talking about, but that's okay. Sometimes I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm glad I went back to Houston. Then I saw flurries in PA. That's as much as I needed. Yeah, it's coming this way. And either we get slammed or we get nothing. So I'm hoping we get nothing. But since it's already flurrying in PA, it might. If the wind changes a slight a bit, we won't get anything. Maybe just some rain. But let's see. You sent happy poop. I don't know if I saw that. What the heck was that? I saw it at 67. Maybe because I was talking. Oh, Bitchcraft is a Notoriously Morbid lip shade. Okay. I don't know. Keep that snow on these colors. Catch me wilding like a penguin. I do feel like TikTok is somewhat easy to grow for smaller creators. I've been doing TikTok half the time. I've been doing like, I have a little over 2,200 different content. Yeah, and that's what I keep hearing. So it's not trash. Well, whether it's trash or not depends on what you're doing over there. That's what I'll say. And that's what most platforms. Because I've had somebody tell me, oh, Facebook is corny, but he was only looking at, half nude women. And of course, thank you, Skinny Queen. Of course, they're not going to talk to you back. So he was like, oh, it's corny. I'm like, well, it's who you following and what you're trying to do over there, sir. But, did I miss somebody? I thought about doing cleaning content on it because I like to watch that content, but that's way too much work. Oh, hey. Oh, wait a minute. Where? Holly done snuck in on me. Hey, Holly. How are you? It is cold. I'm not going to keep saying that because we ain't -7. Okay, let me get started. So, if my eyes can stop, excuse me, y'all. And I'm still kind of out of it, but I do feel a whole lot better than yesterday. And I did pack up my kit that's down in my car for tomorrow. The only thing makeup-wise I need to take are my brush kit. But other than that, everything else I already took down there. And I forgot to put up my wipers in case it does snow. And since it's so cold, it will freeze if it snows. But I forgot to do that. Hey, excuse me. I'm trying to see what it says. JL. How are you, JL? My day was okay. What are you sorry you had to say? Excuse me. I need to do my intro because Bruce is acting up. I did have breakfast already, and I already downed 40 ounces of water. So, and I had some Mountain Dew. Oh, I'm glad you're good. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. So we're gonna I don't know if I want to do my brows or put something in my brows. I'm thinking to put that might be too dark though, but it would be easier and quicker. Do I want to do something different and put gray in my brows? We're gonna just put brown in the brows because that'll be quicker. Um, Probably quicker than working with this pencil. I do not have outliners for upper lash line. We're working with purples, and so what are we gonna do? We're gonna do blue and green. We're gonna do two. We used these the other day. As many eyeliners that I have, I still feel like I'm using the same ones, but it's just because I just use them more regularly. Because I do use them for every look, and I do two for every look, so that's why it seems like I'm gonna use these two. Okay, we're gonna use two browns. Even though let me take out mascara now in case I forget later. We took out Sick Tap Bro, and we took out Nudge Nudge Ink. This is going to go on the inner rims. Yes, we're going to be doing makeup. We're going to be using two palettes today, one on one eye, one on the other, so y'all can guess which side is which palette. So this is what I call beauty face-off. So we're going to be using, the top is Natasha Denona Lila palette. The bottom is Notoriously Morbid Rose from the Dead Volume 2. So that's what we're going to be doing, and I'm knocking stuff over. And so I do like these beauty battles. Sometimes y'all guess right, and sometimes y'all don't. And so it's always interesting, like, okay, which eye is what? Yeah, when I eat, for my breakfast, when I eat oatmeal, I do tend to down like 40 ounces, like right away. Yeah, Bruce, give her a minute. We just started. Bruce is acting up. And my goal is 80 ounces a day. And the tumbler I use, which I've seen it is 40 ounces. And so that's how I track it. Track how much I'm drinking. Oh, this again. What again? Oh, hey, Michelle Keynes. How are you? Yeah, my goal is 80 ounces. Sometimes just around 70, because when I get to 60, that's when my bladder is like, we need to go again, like every 20 minutes. And so I'm like, okay, I need to chill out. But sometimes, though, I do drink 80, and it's cool. So it's just whatever my body needs. My appointment yesterday, my eyes are still like watery. She asked me, do I have problems with, because they run down a whole list of stuff. And one of them was frequent urination. I said, well, once I get past like 70 ounces or 60 ounces of water, yeah. She was like, oh my gosh. She said, yeah, that should be expected. I'm like, yeah, I know, right? Yeah. So of course that didn't count. Yeah, when I get past 60 sometimes, but then other times it's not. I'm doing okay. I'm doing a whole lot better. Yet the last 2 days were a blur. In full transparency, y'all, I have not watched any beauty tube in the last 2 days. Like seriously. I'm lying. The only thing I saw was this is Max Fluid Line, and Dip Down is the brown. The only thing I caught was Janessa's live stream, because I was about to check in for my appointment and I got a notification on my phone that she was going live. And so I went ahead and checked in. Was it right after I checked in? Or right before? I don't even remember. And so I did log on. Well, not log on. I just, clicked the notification. And I did comment. I'll catch the replay because I just got to my appointment at the VA hospital. And so I did finish watching it when I got home. I think we're going to play with shapes today. So we're just going to take this out there. Not the... Let me be nice. And so, yeah, that's the only beauty tube I watched in the last 2 days, because I have just been either busy or sleeping. It's been crazy. It's been kind of crazy. My goal is always to taper, but I'm not always good with that. Then it just gets thicker. And because there's no hair here, that's why this is lighter than here. I'm going through that, Dion. Ever since having kids, drink any amount of water. I don't envy that at all. Yeah, but it's only sometimes when I get past 60 ounces. I'm just looking to see if these are somewhat in the same place. Because over here, they'll look like they're in the same place. But then I understand I'm on an angle looking over here and not looking straight. So I'm just trying to see if these are somewhat in the same place. You telling me I gotta guess which palette's on which eye and I lost my glasses. Yep. And I think these are so much fun and I don't do them often. So when I was trying to think of like, oh, the heat just clicked again. Awesome sauce. Well, I should say the thermostat clicked again. So hopefully it clicked on and off of auxiliary. Sometimes it'll just go right up. And I remember telling you I turn it up in increments. Before I go to sleep, I put it on 65 because I am under very warm, cozy blankets. And I am like super comfortable. And then when I get up, I put it on 67. And then, 10, 15 minutes later it's on 67. Then I'll put it to 69. And then, 10, 15, 20 minutes later it's on 69. I'll put it up to 71. And that's why I leave it. But then like yesterday, this one's curving, this one's going straight. Not yesterday, the last live, when I put it from 69 to 71, it switched over to auxiliary. And then it took some time for it to actually heat up. But it did though. See, right now I'm saying these look good. But when I watch this back, I'm going to be like, girl, you lied to yourself. Because them brows is looking straight up. See, this side has a point and this side don't. Are they in the same place though? No. This is the Sigma brush. I was thinking of getting more of these after my no-buy because I don't like that the Eastern ones are staining. But I have a sour taste in my mouth about Sigma because of their, I thought I saw a heart. If I did, thank you, out the corner of my eye. Because of their guarantee thing is not a guarantee. Like, they don't say your brush has to be not usable at all for them to stick to their guarantee. And so that kind of put me in a fuck you mood for Sigma. But I do like that the bristles are black. I think because all of my Esom ones, they're green. And the bristles were white. And so I have had them for a long time, though. I have had them for a long time. I think at least 3 or 4 years. So right now, to me, my brows are good. This one is a little further in than this side. We're going to leave it because if I do anything else, this is going to be worse. This is cute. This side is thicker. It's going to be honest, Dion, because I love you. Those brows looking a little goofy. Really? Because it's not my regular shape, or it's just looking like, what the fuck did she do? Is it just looking goofy because they're different than how I normally do them? Or is it really like, what the fuck is that? Like, yeah. It is definitely a different shape. Oh, because they're different. Okay, different than I normally do. And you know I'm goofy anyway, skinny queen. So, like, excuse me? You know I'm goofy anyway. Okay. Because I do like them. I'm yelling. I did tell you I had Mountain Dew, right? I didn't do the intro yet either. No, you're like, what the fuck is that? Seriously? Wow. Okay. I actually really like them. Definitely different than I normally do. Wow. Okay. I'm still trying to process that. Well, if it's what the fuck is that, that's not cute. I mean, in my mind, because what the fuck is that to me? It's like, bitch, what? That's my what the fuck is that? It's not good. This side is pointed. This side is not. I'm going to leave it because if I keep trying to get it pointed, it's going to go further and further down my face. They're kind of almost in the same place. We're just going to leave them. We're going to move on. They're cute, just not. Cute, just not. Okay, wait. Cute, just not used to it. Okay, well, is what the fuck is that? Okay, let me slow down. Oh, well, it's what the fuck is that? That's not where she usually lies. Okay. They seem a little darker than usual, but I think they look fine. Once you get eye look on, it'll be cute. Hey, Ruth, how are you? It's just dark because you don't have the rest of your face on. Yes, there's neither. Okay. All right. All right. I know it is definitely different. They are definitely darker. And we were even able to get the toes dark. I do not like that this is not pointed, but if I keep... See, this is why I was like, just leave it the fuck alone. I need to do my intro. I like to... That's going to... You know what? Let me... All right, one more time. They just jump out because you don't have any base on. Yeah, they are cute. Thank you, Nina. This might be a new thing I do because I do actually like them. Okay, that's the closest to a point we're going to get because in this side now is higher up. Girl, I might as well have just did the pencil. And I'm yelling. I had Mountain Dew, maybe like 5 ounces of Mountain Dew. And I do get it that my brow hairs are sparse. And even when I do my brows, they still look more or less natural. Like I don't overdo. Like this is a lot for my brows because y'all know I don't do all this. And so yeah, I do get it that it's like, what the fuck is that? But not in a bad fucked up way. Let me do the intro. Because I'll talk about my cursing at the end of the intro. Hello again and welcome. My name is Dion and I call this the crazy troll nation of YouTube. Why do I call it that? This is that. The crazy, it's a crazy concept. Just knowing you can be your authentic self in a world where people try to tell you who and how you should be. Just be who you are. It is very freeing. The troll part is not caring too much about the beauty community standards. Set the standard for yourself. Try not to feel like you need to use a certain brand, a certain tool, or a certain technique because, excuse you, Bruce, because that's what they're telling you. Excuse me, in whatever video that you're watching. Use whatever, excuse me, good grief. Use whatever you want to, however you want to get your makeup on in a way that you are satisfied with it. Here at the Crazy Troll Nation, we accept our natural features. We do. We enhance them if we want to, when we want to, but never feeling like we have to. Wear what you want, rock it, love yourself for who you are and for how you look, even when you're not wearing face paint. So that's what the Crazy Troll Nation stands for. That's what we believe in, even when we have an eye booger. That's what we believe in. And I hope that resonates with you for those of you who are hearing it for the first time. If you've been hearing it, if you've been here for a while, I hope it has become one of your daily affirmations. These dark spots on the corners are getting darker. And I don't know why. 2 tidbits about me. You've already saw both of them, heard both of them. The first is that sometimes I curse because sometimes I curse. And the second thing is there's an organism right here named Bruce that lives in my throat. He likes to randomly hiccup, gurgle, and belch in videos. I try to be aware of it to say excuse me since he doesn't speak. Because even for a troll, like, that's bad behavior. Shout out to my channel member Janet who named him. So if I'm saying excuse me Bruce, it's because he's acting up. So, and I do actually like that name for him. All right, what am I doing? I got brushes everywhere. They just jumped out because, you know, okay. I just looked away when I came back. Boom, eyebrows. Yep. Got to keep you on your toes, skinny queen. Got to shock and awe every now and then. You know what I mean? Yeah, Bruce does have his own intro because just like with the cursing thing, some people, I did ask Eon to go and quite a few times because everybody doesn't watch every video, every live stream. And so some people were like, oh, it doesn't bother me. And some people were like, yeah, I don't like it. And so I was like, you know what, let me just say it up front, even though today I was late. So at least if somebody is offended by it, they know that they may hear something. They may hear me curse. And the thing with Bruce, I realized, hey Pierre, you hiding in the trees again. I realized one day that it was happening so often. I'm like, I need to put this in my intro because this is just obnoxious. Like this is just out of control. So that's how that organism made it into the tail end of the intro. Because if I was watching somebody's video or live stream and they were just constantly making throat noises, I'll be like, are they okay? Like, do they need to go to the doctor? Like, what's happening? So I was like, let me just put that there. That's part of the intro. So that's how that happened. I know my issues, y'all. I be telling y'all, I know my issues. And I am not in denial. What do you mean I hiccup and gurgle and belch a lot? No, I don't. Yeah, I do. One time Skinny Queen had said, is it me? Or does she seem to hiccup more in live streams? I'm like, no, I really do. Because I usually guzzle something to drink like right before because I'm rushing trying to be here. And yeah, when I guzzle stuff, it's not good. And I did really guzzle that water. So that's what that is. I keep forgetting not every chat room is as friendly as Dion's. Why do you say that? Oh wait, you be outing people like crazy, Michelle. Or maybe not, because I am familiar with one of the Caitlins on here on YouTube, but it's more than one Caitlin. Just like it's like sometimes there's 3 Michelles in our chat. But if it's the one I'm thinking about, yeah, I know. Yeah, every live isn't. And I think that's part of why mines are long, because I do try to make it a point to read every comment, except if they're the not so good trolls. Because it's just rude, like when people come to visit you and you don't speak. And I love how, am I yelling, y'all, or is it in my mind? Because I feel like I'm talking really loud. Am I yelling? And I like that y'all talk to each other because this is a community. So it's like it's like going to a party and nobody don't talk to nobody except the people that know each other. How you get to know people? Yeah, this one is over here and this one is yeah, this one is further this way and this one is more in. And that is the natural shape of my brows, the inside of my brows. A golden mug look like cake on the inside. Oh, thank you. I needed that for our for our life. I'm like, I need some comfort food. Oh, that reminds me, Dion, don't forget to put the comment. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I hate that it does that. Thank you, y'all, for the gift. Thank you for that, Janessa. So she said, yeah, she said it. What she said? Oh, I done switched up too far. Let me keep going because a trophy cake. Ooh, that's good. That's good. Okay. Yeah, that was pretty. Y'all be sending some really cute gifts. I love that. Those are like really nice. Okay, powder, and then we're going to find the eye and get into these looks. I'm hoping, am I yelling no, y'all? Because I feel like I'm yelling, like I really do. And I know it's the Mountain Dew if I am. Now I want to get right. Thank you, Janessa. I treated myself yesterday. With the way prices are, I'm in really just buying mostly just like, not even to say necessities, because I told you I keep inventory and keep stock, and when there's coupons of my staple stuff, I get more of those. But I've been really paying attention more now with like, what am I buying and like how much, stock do I need as far as like food, non-perishables. But I treated myself yesterday. Oh, I'm not? Okay. Doritos. You know, and I'm sure Sam's and Costco's is the same for like the chips. It's a big bag, just an empty bag, and you put 2 bags of whatever chips. And it's for like, well, now I think it's like $8.90 something. Let's just say $9. But those are like the huge, they're larger than a family bag of like Doritos and whatever chips they have. And so I did treat myself to those. And I like the Cool Ranch Doritos. And then I saw also that they had barbecue, tangy barbecue, or barbecue and tangy or whatever. And so, of course, those are the ones I tried last night because I was not aware they even had those. And then I had the idea to warm up some queso. I keep queso, y'all. I get it from Aldi. It's only like 2 something, which is a lot cheaper than other places. I do keep stock of queso in my cabinet. But once you open it, it has to go in the refrigerator, which makes it cold. And queso cold ain't cool. And so I'll put some in like just like a little dish and put it in the microwave. Y'all, them Doritos with that queso is so good. Oh my gosh. I might have that again tonight. I don't buy chips often because I will eat all the chips. In that big ass bag. I'm like, I don't need a huge bag. Get a big bag of Ruffles when they're on sale. Sam has them for $3.98. Yeah. Yeah. And so for those huge bags, even at $9, that's $4.50 a bag. And if you buy just one bag, even if it's the family size at a grocery store, it might be like $6.59 or like $5 or something for one. And so it is a deal getting it too. And when I do have snacks, I put them in my cabinet so that way I won't see it. And then if I'm like, man, I want a snack, and I look in the cabinet, I'm like, ooh, snacks. And so, so it's like out of sight, out of mind, so that I won't just be eating it. And then when I actually want it, or just some type of snack or dessert or whatever, I'll be like, ooh, I forgot this was in here. So that's something I do for me, because if I see it, I'll be like, ooh, I'm eating some of this every day till it's gone. All right, so I didn't pull out any bronzers, anything. What is this? We're just going to just grab something. You buy the scoops. Oh, yes. I like those. I saw those ones at the store. I wanted to get them, but I didn't know if they tasted good. So, Dion, be honest, are they good? I will say it was different for me because I prefer Cool Ranch because it's a bolder flavor. Y'all know I love flavors. But it's true to what it says for me. It does taste like barbecue, and it does have like a tang to it, like a tangy barbecue flavor. And I actually like it. I do. I don't care for the plain, well, not the plain, but the regular spicy Doritos, because to me, they're not even spicy, like the original ones. Yeah, but I do actually like it. And then when I heated up the queso and was dipping it in the queso, I was like, ooh. I was like, yeah. Let me turn this down a little bit because I'm behind the chat. Not too far down. So, you know, YouTube be doing things. But I did like them. Well, I should say do, because I still have like a whole lot in that bag. But I might have some tonight, though. I made a note to make dinner to take to the space tomorrow. And I'm gonna take a salad, even though I have a feeling I'm going to want hot food. But being inside, hopefully, should be warm enough. Because they had salads on sale, so I bought some more salads. But this is the time I want something hot. I took some ground turkey out the freezer. I'm gonna make chili, probably maybe tomorrow, maybe. I only want to use one blush, one bronzer, one highlighter today. Oh, we pulled the Side Sky, y'all. Random. Your mom's favorite. Yeah, the Cool Ranch is my favorite. They have another one that's spicy. I think it's spicy chili flavor or something like that. Those I like too, but Cool Ranch is my favorite because they're just so flavorful to me. But I do like the other ones too. But they are spicier, but it doesn't seem to be as much flavor. It just seems to have more of a kick. And I do like spice, but I like that kick too. I mean, I like spice, but I like it to have flavor Like, don't just give me something that's going to burn my mouth, which they don't, and it doesn't taste like anything. This is a lot of blush. If Tanya sells, she'd be like, yeah, put on more. Pulling a highlighter at random. Raw amber. I love Cool Ranch. I also love Doritos. I haven't tried the tangy dill pickle. I don't know if I've seen those here. Y'all be getting stuff we don't have over there. Thank you for the hearts, but I don't know if it's temporary or the stores around me are just I have never seen those. I say that like I'm at the stores all the time. It's about the ridges and the crunch for me. Flashbacks to the cashew show. I love the the scoops are great for that. They really are. Oh Lord, can one of y'all take care of that, please? That is clearly spam, which is used a lot in Hawaii in their dishes. They love spam. It's too salty for me sometimes. I gotta be the mood for it. So that's raw amber. Thank you, Janet. Yeah, I'm not gonna say that was the worst, because we've had some that actually typed stuff that was like, excuse me, like this is not that channel for that. Hourglass, Mood Light. Yeah, he was quick. I think he had Be Nice, Skinny Queen. It seemed like he might have just had it copy and pasted so he can just keep clicking paste, because I don't think anybody can type that fast and post it that quick. That's what my mind is saying. But anyway, yeah, he was. Yeah, I think so too, Nina, for real, because that was too fast and too quick. We're also going to put on dim light. I don't think so, because I was thinking this was looking a little harsh, but now that we put all these hourglass powders, if you think something is too much or too harsh or it didn't blend right as far as your bronze or whatever, which the House Labs do, but because I was rushing and putting on so much, I did think that this was too harsh, like this line right here, but now it don't look like that. Hey, Eden! Yeah, he set up a macro. Yeah, he quick, but y'all quick too, though. That's right. Don't be messing with us, trolls. I'm curious to try the dewy one. I really feel like I'm yelling. Since Nina said it's not really dewy, it's just not matte. But that won't be until after my Novi. Wipe this off my lids, prime the eye, and get in. I'm gonna show these palettes again. Oh, thank you to the replay crew. And thank you for those who circled back to see what you may have missed if you came later in the chat. So what we're doing, Eden, is we're doing another beauty face-off where we're using 2 different palettes, one on each eye, and you all get to decide, or not decide, but you try to figure out, excuse me, dropped my little gem package. As I'm doing the look, y'all decide or see if you can figure out like which is which eye. You don't have shadow sculpt. What is shadow sculpt? Your swatches are the best, no joke. Okay, what are we talking about? Okay, wait, let me back up. Sorry, I guess my organism called my tongue. I called her Teresa. I didn't even see that. Okay. Eden, can you do swatches of the shadow sculpt? Your swatches are the best, no joke. I don't have shadows. Ah! So this is Notoriously Morbid, Rose from the Dead, Volume 2. And on one eye, we're going to put this. And on the other eye, we're going to use the Lila palette from Natasha Denona. And as I'm doing the look, y'all are going to try to figure out like which one is which. And I do really like doing these. I like doing these. Can you stop sliding? My nose is running. Okay, let's prime your eyes and get it started in here. For those who have watched the Sean documentary, Shadowscope is from Unearthly. That's one of the ones I ordered in October that still hasn't shipped. Yes, please don't be mean. Janessa, you got me in my feelings about what I had text you about, because I thought I was okay with it, and I think I wasn't thinking about it. But then when I started thinking about it, listening to what you were saying, I was just like, where my shit? I'm gonna know by until February. I'm gonna know by till March 25th, and we started November 25th. Me and Lock made in 3-month no by. To the window, to the wall. Listen, I used to like that song. And that's the only lyric I knew. To the window, to the wall. But then it was like, oh, you bitches crawl, something, something, something. But then I looked up the lyrics. Y'all, that song is straight explicit. Like, I was just like, okay, no. And y'all know I do curse. But the song, if y'all find, I'm not even gonna say listen to it, but if you Google the lyrics, it's like, excuse me? What? It is, y'all, it is crazy. Because I didn't know it was all of that. Yeah, look up the lyrics to that. This is crazy. No, but my theory, Michelle, is that they're going to wait till after all the. I feel like they're going to wait until January, till like the Thanksgiving sales are over, the December sales are over. That's what I feel like, because they are running a lot of sales right now on Beauty Bay. Like where you get 2 palettes, buy 1 free, 30% off of this and this and that. And so I think they're going to wait until after the sale, but also I don't know if they even have them yet. They told me they were waiting for them. Well, they said they were working on it, but I think they're going to have it for after all these sales are over. You got your tracking number November 20th. Yeah, mine, they were like, oh, you're wearing your DD signature? Day signature. Yeah, and the pre-order thing, and I love being on their team. I really do. Hey, Jacob, how are you? I'm having a good day today. The last 2 days was rough, but today is a whole lot better. You don't even know that part. It's real catchy. But yeah, Google the lyrics to that song, and it's going to be like, what? One of her older ones called Jingle Bell Ruby. This was beautiful. Her palettes that I had, they were hit or miss. I think they batch orders and ship it all at once. The pre-order in September said they were going to start shipping out in October. Right? So I'm thinking, okay, so they're going to start getting the ingredients in, place their orders, because if you're saying it's going to ship in October, today is December 12th. I still ain't got it. And when I when I called, well, not called, when I emailed about it, they had said they were waiting on 3 ingredients. And I'm like, okay, well, if you, in my mind, right, I'm saying, if you're going to say it's going to ship in October, the ingredients should already be on the way. Like, so I don't know. I don't know if there's some disorganization. I mean, I don't know. But like how, they're going to ship in October. This is the middle of December. I'm like, and I'm not a business person, but that to me doesn't make any sense. And y'all know how it is. Then when stuff come, I'll be like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. But this wait time, because y'all said, and then when I see that they keep coming out with new stuff, I'm just like, they look like keychains, but I don't think they are keychains. And one is Mothman. Y'all know I love Mothman. That was my gateway to the brand. And one is like Bigfoot, one is something else. But they want like $15-something for that. And I'm like, oh, is that ready to ship though? And I don't want to talk bad about them because y'all know that's one of my favorite brands. But it's just frustrating. And every now and then, every couple months, they post about TAT time is going to be shorter, and it's a lie. And I don't think they mean to be lying, but like, and they did take a break over, when did they take a break? Which is cool, because a lot of business do take breaks around this time of year. But in my mind still, I'm like, catch up on all your shit and then just take like a 2-week break. Like but then I know it's the holidays. People want to be with their families. Their families want them to be with I mean, I get it, but it's just like, don't tell me when you shipping it and then you still waiting on stuff. So if y'all plan this in September, why the ingredients wasn't there in November at least? Because I just don't understand. And as I said, I'm not in business, so I don't know how that works. But so when I see new stuff, I'm just like, I just don't understand it. And it's not for me to understand. As I said, I keep saying that I'm not in business, but I'm just like, something ain't right. I don't know if it's this organization or if one person does one thing. And I know, and I do think the one that creates the stuff is different than the person who makes the stuff, who may be different than the person that orders the stuff. So I do think, and because it is such a small team, I do think each person has their own role. So if one person slip up, guess what? Everybody's fucked up. The whole shit is just fucked up. But because why keep creating stuff when you got stuff that people are waiting to receive? Like, get that out first. Let me shut up, because I'm a little hype. Hey, Dawn. Doing good. Shadow scope. I will find a reason not to buy, says Nina. All right, Dawn, we're using Natasha Denona Lila palette on one eye. Oh, I didn't do my inner realms. Damn, we'll do that later because I need to get shadow on so this doesn't start sticking. And the other eye, we're using Rose from the Dead Volume 2 from Notoriously Morbid. And I really hate to feel like I feel right now because it is one of my favorite brands. Something just needs to change, and I'm not sure what. And I was supposed to be getting off of that, wasn't I? You used I need a new today. Keep saying it. It's not savings if you're still paying. That is true. Who says I'm not saving money? And we won't be doing beauty budget updates because I'm on a no buy. But that's one of the things I would say is like, oh, this was 20% off. Yeah, but if you're buying it on a credit card and your credit card has 15% interest, you're not getting 20% off, especially if you keep a running balance on that credit card. And that's something I think that people don't think about. Oh, this doesn't sell. Well, you didn't get the sell price if you running a balance on your credit card. And that's why I ended up switching. Well, not switching, but that's when I ended up doing the beauty budget because it comes right out of my bank account. So that way I actually do get the sell price and I don't have to pay interest. But yeah, I think people don't think about a lot of that stuff. Oh, I got this haul, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, you just going into debt. Okay. That's the American way. Consumerism, overconsumption. Okay, these are not the same. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hey, Denise. What did I place under my eyes? Concealer, the Natasha Denona concealer. I used the NY11 under my eyes, and I used the NY12 like right here, even though you can still see my mustache shadow, even though I don't really have any hair there. It's just a shadow. But that's what I put under my eyes. These do not look the same, but both are very pretty. One eye we're using Natasha Denona Lila palette. The other eye we're doing Notoriously Morbid Rose from the Dead Volume 2. And this is what I call a beauty face-off when we use two different palettes. And while I'm doing the look, y'all try to figure out which side is what. Sometimes there's a great sale, then 13% ship. Nina, you done said a whole word. I know. One of the good things about Delaware, there is no sales tax on most things. And so when I shop, the price is what the price is plus the shipping. Now, if I ship it somewhere else, excuse me for smacking, I will pay tax. Like when I shipped Love of My Life to Janessa and Grace, I did pay tax because it was going to their state. But when I ordered stuff for me, there was no tax. I'm definitely doing a beauty budget in 2026 as Eden. I've never gone in there for makeup. And that's a good thing. And I think people don't think about it. They be like, oh, look at my, you know, oh my gosh, what color am I using? Shit. These are not going to be the same. And you know why? Because some of these shadows have shifts, and I forget what the shifts are. And there are some shadows mixed up in my Lila palette, because I'm like, okay, something's not right. And when I looked online at a picture of Lila, I'm like, yeah, okay, this shade ain't supposed to be here. But that's pretty, though. Yeah, I think people don't realize. Oh, look at my $300 haul that you end up paying $1,200 for once you pay off that credit card. That is a really pretty shift. All right, what are we doing over here? Not that brush. I used that brush already. Damn it. That was me. And I do know some people who are good about they pay off their credit card every month. I'm not one of them people. Actually, there's like 2 credit cards. I have way too many. There's like 2 I do pay off every month, but the rest of them, I'm not using them anymore. I'm just paying them down, but still. Thank you, Denise. Has been issues since they got a PR team over a year ago. So what was the issues with them having a PR team? Like, what was it, what's the situation, Janet? Happy for you. Which palette am I going to pick? What do you mean, which palette am I pick? I'm using 2 different palettes, one on each eye, and y'all are trying to figure out which palette is on which eye. You think you already know, says Skinny Queen. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. You can say it. You decided on Nomad Polar Express is doing. Michelle it was a tough decision. I was going to pick the new Christmas one. You think I already know too, Nina? Anyone else getting the new Blend Bunny collection today, says Janessa. Dawn is passing. You just declared 3 of your nomads, says Janet. My last one was Chicago Speakeasy, and I sent that a little bit ago, a few weeks ago, I forget when, to Grace. So I have no more nomad. You skipped the Blend Bunny. Yeah, so that was like my last one. I think this one might be it. No, because last time I said it, I was so No, go ahead and say it. Hello, Hybrid. And Chef Face. I don't collaborate with people I don't know. Because I don't know how that would work. I mean, because I don't know like if we would vibe well or not is what I'm trying to say. So if somebody want to collab with me, they can just contact me and we can figure out, see if we even get along enough to do that. Because I don't want to collab with somebody and I'll be like, okay, they are bona fide nut jobs. Or they might think I'm a bona fide nut job. And you're new to the channel, but I do have issues. Like I am a nut job too. So I've drunk the Blend Bunny Kool-Aid. You know, I had the whole collection in my car. I think right now is one. I think right is one. My right or your right? This is my right, which I think is your right. I think your left is Notoriously Morbid. So you think this is Rose from the Dead. I'm layering this shade. So it don't look like that shade. These are both really pretty palettes, though. They really are. That's nice. That's nice. I like the purple one. I don't know which one is which, says Miss King. These are always interesting to do and to see, like, if y'all can figure it out. And I know it can be challenging, like, if you're not familiar with either one of the palettes. And I'm not going to show them again because then y'all be like, okay. But I did show them a few times in the beginning before we started. But those who are familiar with the palettes, those are the ones that usually figure it out, like, fairly quickly. But I do think these are interesting. They're both pretty. They definitely have different vibes. Excuse you, Bruce. Damn it. And it's fun too because it's like, okay, what's going to look most like what? Excuse me. What's going to look like what from each palette? Because sometimes stuff show up different. Oh, that's pretty. What am I having for dinner today? I should say lunch, since I just had breakfast like a couple hours ago. I turned the volume down on my ringtone lower. And that was another thing yesterday and the day before. Like some spam calls, y'all, been coming through. And so I look at the phone, put it down, but it interrupts my sleep, of course. So yesterday when I went back to sleep, I'm like, I'm turning this down. Like it's almost on mute, but it's not. And actually, I didn't get a lot of spam calls after I did that, which was weird. But like the last 2 days has been awful. Like yesterday, I got into bed. I think like 8 in the morning. My alarm was set for noon, and those damn spam calls kept waking me up like every 30 minutes, 40 minutes. And when I got up, I'm like, this is gonna be a Mountain Dew day. What color is that? Let me see. Ooh. I'm looking like this. I know Lindy Form. I don't know when D says Nina. I think you're right is Notoriously Morbid, and my left is Natasha, says Janessa. I was just now thinking, like just this moment, oh damn. That it would be cool, I think. Like if I did a giveaway associated with the beauty face-offs, like somebody would win like one of the palettes. That's not what we're doing today. And I don't even know if it's going to be a thing. But that thought just came through my mind. Like that would be cool. Like use the random generator and put in the names of all the people who picked right, picked correctly. And they win one of the 2 palettes. That might be something we'll do next year for 2026. And I did do a post for the members of some thoughts I had for next year. Y'all, this is nice. Why it look blue though? Hey Lucy, how are you? Thank you. Uh-oh, Skinny Queen has an announcement. Everybody run! I don't think I'm just joking, Skinny Queen. I'm ready to guess which one is look number 1, look number 2. I will soon own 4 Nomad palettes once Black Friday order arrives. Their end of the year sale is always a good deal, like for real. Yeah, they do. I got the palette, the ski palette for yup. I don't know. I don't think Nomad is the top formula for me, as their shimmers just aren't intense enough. That's one of the hazards, which could be a good hazard. Using a lot of indie brands, because they are more impactful than a lot of, I don't want to say mainstream, because Nomad isn't really mainstream, and they're indie brand too, so what am I talking about? But when you get used to a certain thing and then you try something else, it's just like, okay, this ain't it. And that was one of the things with Lethal a little while ago when they came out with their was it Lethal? Yeah, talking about their shimmer shades, whatever. And people were doing reviews like, these are very lackluster. Like, these are not it. And now that I know the difference between shimmers and metallics, Lethal was more metallic than shimmer. And so I think a lot of people are used to the shimmer, like the glittery, flaky, high shine, all of that. And so, and it goes back to preference, which I say a lot. Stuff like this is cool with me. These are not the same. Damn, why the hell though this look blue? What the fuck happened? But you know what? How I can see this line right here. Thank you for the hearts. When you turn, how you just see that ball of light, like right where they connect those 2 colors. Look at that. That is nice. You see how this is turning? Look at that light right there. And this is doing the same thing. It's making it look blue. Like here it looks blue. Like when I turn, wherever the light hits it, it looks blue to me anyway. There's Lucy. I'm going to the chat. Okay, what was the announcement? Oh boy. Your requested makeup look is the next live. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And I wrote down palettes that, I need to find where I put that paper. I wrote down palettes that have those, what I think are those colors. And then we'll look at that and pick which ones you want us to use. So my plan right now, as of this moment, which may change, is to have my base face done. So that way we can sit here and go through the palettes, and you can pick which ones you want me to use for the color story you gave, and then we just jump into the eye look. So that's the plan as of right now. 2026 is going to be litty, yeah. And that is your first request, yeah. Yo, she became a member, and 5 minutes later, she's like, my first request is. I was like, damn. They're cheering, you just can't see them. I still feel like I'm yelling. I get into some of the wild shimmers and metallics, but sometimes I want just a really good satin or pearl shimmer. It takes all kinds, yeah. The Lila palette recently swatched it. It swatched like shit. Really? Which lethal palette did you get? Is it The Conjuring? The Conjuring to me looked dusty. But there's this lady on Instagram. Every look she has done with it, I'm just like, oh my gosh, like that is amazing. And then like the last picture, she'll hold up the palette, and I'm like, that's that? So then I'm rethinking, and then I'm like, you want to know why? And I realized that I tend to not like or not prefer Lethal's pre-made palettes. I tend to prefer, it's just something about it. I don't know what it is about it. But y'all know I have at least like 12 BYOPs. I have no more of their pre-made palettes. Wheelchair visit. You have to use your imagination on that one. Can you join member request? Yeah, Skinny Queen is a member, so yeah, she can. Yeah, sure, she should be there. The Serpent palette. Thank you. Hey, Sophie, thank you. I did see a question and I missed this. I saw something skincare. A lot of stuff, Michelle Keynes. Last week I did a video, I think they'll air next week, of my wake up skincare routine. And then that morning before I went to sleep, I did another video of my bedtime skincare routine. So that way you all will see like all the stuff I am using like right now. I do have a skincare playlist, but sometimes stuff changes. And so I thought, let me just do new videos because this is what I'm using right now. And so those will come out next week. And I think one is one day and one is the other. I think, don't quote me on that, but they are scheduled because somebody else asked me what I was using. And I'm like, oh my God, I use a lot of skincare. But it's those videos, and that's not off topic. Nothing's off topic here. Nothing is off topic here. I mean, we can talk about shoe size. I mean, it doesn't matter. we just chit chat. We just sit around and just chit chat while we play makeup. Janessa's trying not to go overboard in shopping. Yeah, so I feel like I'm pretty locked in. Like Shopper Stash. I feel like I'm pretty locked into the brands I have. You don't have to pay to come to the members live, the live Skinny Queen. Like you're a member now, so you will automatically be able to come to the members lives. Oh, hey JoJo, I was there to see you. Oh, why are you rolling your eyes? It says JoJo is better. Why are you rolling your eyes, JoJo? All right, we got an outer corner color to do. Yeah, what's wrong, JoJo? Oh man, y'all. These are surprising me because looking at stuff is like, okay, cool. And then you put it on, it's like, oh, the membership made you broke. Oh, you can cancel if you want to. Even if you cancel now, because it's on a 30-day time thing. So because you just joined, if you cancel now, it's not going to officially cancel until like 30 days are over or 31 days because each membership is a month. And so if you need to unjoin, like that is totally okay. Because somebody else was saying something about membership. And I remember a while ago when I was saying, it's only $2.99 a month, $2.99 a month. But that's not even a loaf of bread these days. That's not even a gallon of milk. And so even though I'm like, oh, it's only $2.99, that can be, bread for the week for the kids, for their lunches or something. You know what I mean? So even though people might be like, oh, that's not a lot, but depending on how your money is set up, that could be a lot. That ain't even a gallon of gas. Well, actually here it is, because gas here is like $2.60 something. And so, but it's, so I do understand it. This is a nice ass shape. The other side, watch it be all round and bulky. Yo, the way the light is hitting these shadows. Are you just exaggerating? Okay, excuse me for smacking. But yeah, I understand it, because like I had, all of a sudden it seemed like I got a lot of BJ coupons. And so I'll look and see when the dates are. So the ones I used yesterday, those expire the 15th of this month. And then my other coupons I have from BJ's, they expire the 31st, a couple of them the first week in January. So I'm like, okay, I'll wait to get that stuff. Where I used to just go and just buy a whole bunch of stuff. But I'm like, you know what? Times is changing. Times is changing. Money, all this tariff stuff, and I'm not going to say taxes, but inflation and all that stuff. Shit. No, ma'am, I'm going to support Dion. It is not $3.99. Wait a minute. Are you serious, Michelle? Because we picked the price for it. Like it's a drop down menu. So it's like $1.99, $2.99, $3.99, $4.99. Are you serious that it's $3.99? Because I don't go in there and look at it, but when I set it up, it's an investment in quality. So does a thank you. Are you serious? Because we pick the price. So I'm throwing the fuck off. Yours renewed at $3.99? Are you dead ass? Are you serious, Michelle? Dead ass. Are you serious, Michelle Davidson? Because if so, that's some bullshit. I didn't get an email or anything that's saying that they were raising the prices. Dead ass. Are you serious, Michelle? What? I'm gonna have to go in and look at that. That. And you sure that was mine and not somebody else's? I just opened the page and it still says $2.99 and $24.99 for the pro side. Oh, high five, Nina's giving you 25 months you've been a member. Thank you for checking, Gymnastic, because y'all see I'm throwing the fuck off. Thank you, Eden. Welcome to the official troll fam. Thank you. So So Eden, was it $2.99 for you or $3.99? Welcome to the membership. And members get to make requests. YouTube and their YouTube community program, we complete different tasks and we receive swag. And so one of the swag was this little notebook with a pen. And so I said, you know what? I'm gonna keep this here at my station for when members do requests, because I'll be like, is there a pen? Do I have paper? So this stays right here. So members can make a request at any time. And we do a member exclusive live stream, Member Shop My Stash, where you can make requests too. But anytime you can make a request under any video, under any live, you can message it to me on Instagram or email me or any of that. I didn't mean to put that second emoji. It's your birthday next month? It was $3.99 New Zealand, so it can't be $3.99 USD. Okay. Michelle, you got me fucked up over here. Thank you, Eden. I appreciate that. Thank you. The shapes are not the same, because this has like a little tiny swoosh, where this one is just like a straight angle. But I'm okay with that, because usually one is like this and one is round. I'm so excited. JoJo never said why she was rolling her eyes. Is she still here? JoJo, are you still here? Did I scare her away or him away? What am I trying to do? I'm going to mess up this shape. That's what I'm going to do. I'm trying to get that swoosh, but I feel like I need to just leave it. Yeah, because now this, yeah, that, and it's further out than the other side. Just confirm yours is $3.99. Fold and washing while watching. I appreciate it. We are a multitasking bunch here. What? Michelle A. Davidson, since we have Michelle Keynes here tonight too. I'm gonna have to look at that because we pick like what price it is. Skinny Queen, was yours $2.99 or was yours $3.99 when you joined? Because that was what, a couple weeks ago. Now we're gonna do our inner rims. We're gonna put the darker one, Sick Tap Bro, on our inner rims. That is so. Hey Emily, no I'm not. I'm not going anywhere tonight. This is all that's left, y'all. That little nub, and I don't know if I have a backup of this one, and if not, I just won't have it because I'm on a no-buy. But I have plenty other ones for sure. It's funny how I miss certain colors because I purposely didn't get a backup of yours was $2.99 Skinny Queen. Okay, yeah, something's weird. Tanya's going to check her. I know all of us is like, wait, hold up, wait a minute. What is going on? Yeah, that's strange. That's crazy. What's throwing me off though about that is like I didn't receive any notification that they were raising prices, and because we choose the price, it's like why you sent it to me so I can check it after my live. I would have to check in my YouTube studio, so it's not. Well, you mean sending me that yours says $3.99? Because I'll have to go into YouTube studio to see. Either way, it doesn't matter. So that is fucking weird. Contact PayPal to see if they overcharged by mistake. Who did I miss? Hey, Aladdin, how are you? Kilroy is here. Ooh, we're not really unaliving nobody, though. I had something on my mind to say, and I forgot that quick. What was I going to say? I don't know. I forgot. Yeah, that's strange. And you sent me your screenshot. How are you doing tonight, Aladdin? That is crazy. I just checked mine, still $2.99, but there's a state local tax, so that's why yours might be higher, Michelle. Oh, exactly, Casey. Can one of y'all take care of him, Janessa, or thank you, Janet. Michelle, if you use Apple Pay, it charges more. I'm just watching. Know nothing about makeup. Apple Pay charge? That's crazy. But, companies are going to get their money some kind of way. I understand about the conversion that Eden was talking about. I can understand that. Like, that makes sense to me. I mean, I don't like it, but that makes sense to me. But just for them to charge you another $1, it's like, what? And we're going to put Nudge Nudge ink on the bottom. Use Google Pay, says Nina. I don't pay tax my membership, says Tanya. Yeah, that's yeah, we're all just like, what the hell is going on? This one, sometimes I liked it. I always liked it, but it was more like a grunge factor because when I would use this one, Nudge Nudge ink, sometimes it would make my eyes look red. And I'm like, that don't look nice. And so that's why I didn't have a backup of it. But then after I used up the last one, I started missing it because I would look for it. And I'd be like, oh, damn, that's the one I let run out and didn't have a backup. So then I purchased another one. Just like I was looking for Jade Dreams. I sent that to Grace for her to borrow. Just like a while ago, Janessa reminded me I was looking for Toxic Love. I had sent that to her. I'm just like, damn it. Girl. Yeah, I send a lot of stuff out, y'all. If I have something that I feel like I'm not loving enough, and if I really think somebody, a certain person will like it, I'll message them and say, hey, would you like to have it? Sometimes they say yes, sometimes they say no. And it's stuff that I'm just like, I just put it in my car. But if it's something where I'm just like, oh, this needs to be loved. And I always contact people who do use their makeup, so it will get love. So that's how that happens. Yeah, but I do give a lot of stuff away, like for real. I need to declutter my closet again, like my clothes. If I don't wear something for 3 years, I get rid of it. Even though I do kind of purge my closet like twice a year. Make that make sense. So what are we, excuse you, Bruce. We're going to take 2 of these, my favorites. Thank you, Nina. You're always welcome. We're glad to have you. Hi, Nita. Nita. Sorry, I was going to say Nika. Nita, how are you tonight? Or this morning? Or this afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. I'm on the East Coast, and so it's nighttime here. I don't have too much space to blend this out. So I guess we're doing, thank you for the hearts. So I guess we're doing just a brow bone shade, even though this could pass for a brow bone shade, even though it's not. And it is consistent. The space is consistent. That's nice. That's nice. Yeah, there's 3 states that don't have sales tax. Texas is one. And when I knew I was leaving Texas, leaving the military, I for some reason I wanted to move to Virginia. And then when I found out Delaware didn't have sales tax either, I'm like, I'm moving to Delaware. Because when you get used to, okay, you pick up a pair of pants at the store and it says $24.99. You get to the register, it's $24.99. I got used to that. So it's just like, oh, it's $24.99. You get to the register, it's like $30.80. What? And sometimes when I go to different places and I'm looking at the price tag and I go to pay for it, and they say what it is, and I'm like, wait, what? And they're like, you, especially if I'm in Pennsylvania, they'll be like, you must be from Delaware. And I'm like, yeah, because I'll forget that I'm not in Delaware. And then I'm like, damn, yeah, I forgot. They're like, you're from Delaware, aren't you? I'm like, yeah. This is no shadow on this brush. This is me just buffing out that top line. Yes, I'll be forgetting. But that was one of the factors in moving here. And I'm glad I did, y'all. Virginia cost of living is high. Shit. Cost of living in Delaware is low, especially compared to neighboring states. And I'm from New Jersey. I knew I wasn't going back to Jersey. I'm like, born there, raised there, not going there. Their taxes are high too. A couple of years ago, their property taxes increased double. And I'm like, that is insane. That is insane. So like if your property taxes was $800 one year, the next year they were $1,600. I'm like, that is fucking crazy. And there are property taxes in Delaware. There's taxes on your vehicle, but they're a whole lot lower than neighboring states. So I am glad that I did move here. New Zealand cost of living is high. I have heard that. I have. And then each state can have different rules, like no sales tax in Delaware, and those rules can be different for online versus in person for different. Yeah. And I love that when I online shop, excuse me for smacking, there is no sales tax. I can't imagine moving to a state with state income tax. That's my thing. And the VA money is tax free, so that's really cool too. How do they decide who pays the tax? Usually you have to pay tax in any state where the business has any sort of physical presence, an office building, a data center, a warehouse, a storefront, says Janessa. New Zealand price we see already includes tax. I like it when everything is included, and that's what Beauty Bay has said. Whatever tariffs or duties, it'll be in the price at checkout. And so that way, and what did they call it? DP something, duties paid something. And so that way it shouldn't be any problem, going through customs because it's already paid up front by the consumer. Then each state. Anita, you in Virginia? I really do like Virginia. The cost of living is high. Yeah, Michigan, they make sure, they're going to make sure y'all pay y'all taxes. So what else are we doing? I don't need any of these blending brushes. Not upper. I used to be on a call center team where one of the things we had to do was help people with tax questions. So I know way more than I should. I have said it before and I'll say it again, Janessa. You are a wealth of information. Each state gets your money even without state taxes. Yeah, it's either built in or something. Yeah. Yeah. Damn, what are we gonna do for our brow arch? I'm like, what the hell? I'm looking at both of these palettes like, what? I just love this thin line, y'all. Like, look. That's all it takes. I have a feeling this one's not going to be that bright. So let's see. Not only is it not bright, but it's my skin color. The hell? All right, let's try another color. But that one ain't right either. Yes, I do. I do these tutorials here as well. I have a habit of even when I'm doing a look, I'm usually talking about I'm doing this because of that or doing this because of that. So to me, that's kind of a tutorial, but this one's my skin color too. The hell? Y'all, this is funny. All right, lower lash line. Oh man, these looks are so different. You think your answer was racist, skinny queen? Her other tier membership. I do tutorials here. I haven't done a lot, and I keep saying I'm going to put more content over there just for when I do have members over there. And I'm not delusional to think a lot of people are going to join that membership because they would really have to want to see me. Hey, Sheila. And you can find anything free how to do here on YouTube. And so I'm not expecting it to be a lot of people over there. And that's probably why I don't feel pressured to put more content over there. You know, I have a list of stuff I do want to do over there. So that's that. Thank you, Sheila. Oh, Sheila. What was that song Prince used to sing? I thought of a song earlier. Who came in? Somebody came in and I spoke, and then this highlight up here is like, whoa. Let's kind of brush that down a little bit. Just a little bit. Oh, Sheila. What song was that Prince used to sing? There was an interview that Sheila Easton did. Was that her last name? The one who played drums? Y'all, she was bad with them drums, y'all. She was great. It wasn't her. Why am I thinking it was her? I don't think it was her. I don't think it was her. So I'm not even going to tell the story because I don't know. But, Ready for the World. Oh, Sheila. Okay. They are very different. Janet, I'm like, what? This is not a battle. It's not Prince who sings that? Purple Rain? You mean the Purple Rain album? Not many brown women our age on YouTube. You're 51. I'm 55. Soon to be 56. Like, yeah, I told people I'm over half a century old. Hubby just got home. We're going to do dinner and stuff. Talk to you soon. Okay, Michelle, enjoy dinner. I don't even know if I want to put anything on lower lash line, y'all, because these are so different. And I'm looking at these palettes like, I don't think we're going to. All right, let's do this. I'm only going to put one color on the lower lash line on each side. I was going to do two, but these is way different. Oh, Sheila is Buy Ready. Oh, it's Buy Ready for the World. Why am I thinking that was Prince? But y'all know I be mixing up stuff. Making up stuff. Not intentionally making up stuff, but this is pretty. I'm looking at them like, I do like both the looks. I don't like how this looks harsh, like right here. But how that ball of light though, yeah, I'm not liking how I could see that line. Like this blended fine, but this side did not. Um, let's just go for this one. Can't say double nickels. Nope. A few more days, yeah, but yeah. Thank you, Chloe. You're disappointed by the dull side. I'm guessing you're meaning this side. This is like hellish metallic-y. I was gonna say shimmer, but it's not a shimmer. But yeah, these are definitely two different palettes. Like this, because I've done stuff before where y'all were like, okay, they look the same. Makeup by Mario Moonlight. I did one eye with that and one eye with Elf Truffles. That little quad, $3 quad from Elf. People couldn't tell the difference. The looks were almost identical. And I'm like, this is a dupe for real. Like the whole palette is only 4 shades. The Elf one. Yeah, I think almost everybody got it wrong. And some were just like, I don't know, they look the same. That surprised me because I was just like, ooh. And I do like the formula of the bite size truffle palettes. But that's the truffle was the smoky one. I do like the formula of the bite size palettes from Elf. Upper lash line. We're going to do the same color. Yeah, it is. A brush with no shadow on it because I don't know if it's fading or like what's happening right here. What shade was that? That was this shade. We're going to take this shade and we're just going to put a little bit more. I don't like how, excuse you, Bruce. I don't like how that blend is looking. You know what? Let's bring it out up here at the top. Okay. 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 What color for upper lash line? Man. Color for upper lash line. I'm thinking blue, which would be funky. Funky in a good way. Yeah, let's do the blue. Hi, Amanda. Amanda says yes. And that duo is Neon Nights. This duo is Neon Nights. We're going to take this darker one. Thank you, Amanda. Yep, no more double nickel. That's what one of my uncles said. He was like, oh, you double nickel. I'm like, huh? I was like, oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, I got it. Yeah, y'all, this year went by fast. So I'm dipping the brush in the water, which I did refresh and clean. And we're putting the brush in the liner because it's water activated liner. So you have to put water in it for it to work. I am hoping people show up for this event tomorrow. And I am hoping to at least clear like what it cost me to get down here and back. Blue for contrast. I did tap it off 3 times on the palette because I thought it was, excuse me for that glare, I thought it was too much water on the brush. I got an itch. Let's put this here. I'm doing light strokes, trying to keep to the tip of the brush so that the line is thin. And there we go. So I'm going to come over to this side. Put the line over here. Oh, shoot. All right, that's thicker. Shit. 27 watching, 27 likes. Ooh. And the numbers look different over here. I don't know how they be doing what they do. Or if YouTube has to catch up. Because I see, because it did just say 36 people. Now it says 29. There is a time lapse between here on YouTube itself and YouTube Studio. This side is janky. And that's dry already. These water activated liners from Lethal do dry fast. Like, for real, for real. I dip the brush in the water again. Dip it in the liner again. Now I'm wondering if I want to put Makeup by Mario on my lower lash line. I have two of his, and of course I got the most colorful ones. One is green and one is blue. And I really do like them. Alright, let's leave that one alone. I usually don't connect it because my eyes are so teary. It won't stay connected for long. I know I just got quiet. This one's longer out and has that little accidental swoosh. Sometimes I do good with keeping the liner straight, and then other times I do not. And that is okay. I'm gonna bring this out just a little bit further. Sometimes when I make it longer, it'll make it look straight. It's an illusion. See, so the little hook is kind of going a little bit. All right, lip color. What lip color are we gonna do? So that's that. Let me close up this water if I spill it. I ordered Melt Gel Potted Liner for the first time in Onyx. It's only for 12 months. Yeah. Yo, the Melt for me, they dried out pretty quick. Actually, was it them or was it Inglot? The Melt ones, if I'm not mistaken, they dried pretty quick. Like in 9 months they were dry, and I'm just like, excuse me? Excuse me? All right, let's do our mascara while I'm trying to think of a lip color. So, what side do y'all think is what? Do y'all think this is Natasha, or do y'all think this is Notoriously Morbid? The Lancome Sills Booster XL. I had some stuff I was going to put in with the Natasha Denona giveaway. Thank you for the hearts. But then when I remembered that I was going to send out the palettes the way it was sent to me, I'm like, there's no room in there to put anything else. So I'm like, oh, oops. And I didn't even open up to put a card in there. So I do apologize for that, y'all, because I do always put cards in with whatever I'm sending, whether it's giveaway stuff or from a card. But I was like, I'm not going to open this up anymore. I'm going to just leave it like it is. And so that's why there were no cards in there. This side you're saying it's Natasha. Melt just teased something pink today. I hope it's not another stack. I loved when they switched from stacks to palettes, and I've been waiting for baby girl. So this side you're saying, Janessa, you think is Natasha. We're going to put Tower 28. Tower 28. And Eden thinks this is Natasha. Janet says she's hoping the dog side is Natasha. So when you say left, my left or your left, Tanya? This is my left. And if so, everybody's thinking that's Natasha. But Skinny Queen, what do you think? Because you said you knew what you weren't going to say. Everybody else is saying. Join the party. Official Troll Ken, what did you say? I'm still trying to think of a lip color to use. Excuse me for smacking. Nina says, and the both is flipped, so we're seeing your left on our left side of the screen. Really? Oh. Okay. Because sometimes it is flipped. And then sometimes it's not. Like, I don't know. And we do know YouTube is always doing something. So, Tanya said the left. Okay, so everybody thinks this is Natasha. What do you think, Skinny Queen? That is cray-cray, because these These are like hella different. I admit that I'm surprised. I mean, I thought it was going to be a lot closer than it is. I did really think so. And they are hella different. Wow. That is crazy. And they do look different, but sometimes palettes will look different, but then you put them on, they do look the same, and sometimes they look the same. What did I just say? Sometimes they look different and show up the same. Sometimes they look the same and show up different. So sometimes it could go either way. And that's why I like doing these, because it's always like, okay, is it really going to look like the other palette or not? And to just see the differences in like how the formulas look and, you know, the ease of use. Oh, I knew what I was going to say like an hour ago. I feel like my stash is kind of solidified into certain palettes. I don't foresee me getting tired of Natasha. And my Lethal BYOPs, y'all know I love those. My MAC, y'all know I love those. I have one more Mothership left, Subversive. I don't see me getting rid of that anytime soon, if at all, until it turns. And my Notoriously Morbid. So it kind of seems like that's most of what I got. And the two Esom palettes. And the one by Mario, and the one that I did not declutter from the Love of My Life. So I kind of feel like this is really going to be it. But then, you know, another brand will pop up that don't use pressed pigments, and I'll be like, ooh, salivating over it because it'll be grungy. I am expecting Natasha to come out with a Midi Gloom palette. I didn't buy her quint because I realized I wasn't using the quints that often. And so I am hoping for a Midi Gloom, because if as long as it don't look dusty, because to me the Yucca palette that's really nice, and that's not dusty. So it would have to, and it being Gloom, it would be moody. But I'm wondering, like, how different would it be from the Yucca palette or the Yucca palette, depending on where you are in the world and how you say it. But I am hoping for a Midi Gloom. Got an itch. I'm trying to think of what lipstick. So Skinny Queen, what side do you think is what? What lip are we going to do? Something I realized is that their Spellcast Beauty lippies are more dry than the Notoriously Morbid side matte lippies. This would be hella bold. Did I use this recently? I don't think so. This is Night Bloom, and it's described as deep royal blue. Do I want to go that dark though? Which one is this one? Eye of Newt. I think this would be nice. Get the glare off. I think this would be nice with this, and I think this would be nice with this, because this will bring out the blue. Are you liking Dairy better now? Janessa says. Tanya. I kind of want to do this, but I kind of don't. What are my Sephora ones I have left? I only have 3 Sephoras left, and these are the... Can y'all see the colors, though? My labels. Hi, my name is Dion. I'm a label whore. Do we want to be basic and do this one? No. We don't want to be that basic. Where? Oh, I'm guessing where the hell is my other MAC lipstick? No, there have been some good moments, but overall it's done for me. That's a shame. I'm going to finish it, but I'm not sure if I watch any more seasons. Aw, that sucks. I kind of want to do this just because it's like boom pow, but then how about we put this on and maybe put this in the center? How about that? Too many sub-stories. I'm partial to the movies, says Nina. And I don't like the applicators on these either. Smells so good though. Smells like candy cane on Christmas. And it doesn't apply evenly. Like, oh, Lord Jesus. Somebody help me. Thank you, y'all, for being here. Something ain't right. Like, something ain't right with this. Maybe I don't have enough on the wand. This is not cooperating. Can you please do a low no-buy tip video if you haven't already? If you look at my beauty budget updates, those are the videos that I talk about my perpetual low buy, and the thought process behind what I buy and what I thought to buy but didn't. And I'll kind of say, I'm thinking of one of my first ones. If you look up the one, the collab that I did with Quigley Blvd, if I remember, a big if, if I remember, I'll post that video on my community tab. And her name is Blake. Her channel is Quigley Blvd. She's the one that had me thinking more about spending, because I used to track. No, I used to come on here and be like, okay, this is what I spent, this is what I got, but I wasn't tracking it from month to month. And so then I started doing that, and it was a game changer for me, like just seeing it on paper. And I did that last year and this year. So even looking back, like this time this year, what I spent versus this time last year, what I spent. But yeah, if I remember, you know what? I'm gonna write it down in my YouTube notebook that has a pen. Because she's the one that was instrumental, unbeknownst to her, in changing how I thought about spending. But even prior to that, I was on a perpetual low buy. My perpetual low buy was nothing full price. There were a few things that I still got full price before. I'm on you with the inconsistencies. But there were a few things when I saw it, I'm like, I'm getting it, I don't care. But my perpetual low buy, in theory, which 95% of the time was true, buy nothing full price. I need a coupon code. Hey Blue, a coupon code, a discount code, has to be on sale, or use points or gift cards or something like that. So that was my perpetual low buy. It's nothing full price. Do not buy anything full price. It's full price to you even if you can use a 10% off code. It depends. For me, it would be coming out of my bank account, but for me, it would not be if I was using a credit card and if that credit card has a higher than 10% interest. Because, and I talk about that too. People say, oh, I got 20% off. Yeah, but your credit card has 15% interest. So what are you saving? And if you don't pay that credit card off at the end of the month, you're going to keep paying for that palette every month. You know what I mean? Thank you, Miss Keynes. And so those are things I talk about in those videos. Oh, I was going to write that note down. I closed this up to write and forgot. Swaggy collab video. And if there's one specifically for my perpetual low buy, I'll put that on my community tab too. But all of those can be found in my beauty budget update playlist. So that's the playlist that I'm gonna leave this out. So if I put it away, I'm like, I'll forget. So I wrote it here. So I'm gonna leave that somewhere where it'll get on my nerves because I don't like clutter. Yeah, I'll leave that right here. And so I was already doing certain things, but then listening to her, I was like, okay, I need to do more. And so I think this really ties in with the liner. I don't like to match my clothes to my makeup, but I like for my lipstick to match the liner. And I do like the liner color to play off of one of the eyelid colors. You remember that collab? It was a good one. Yeah, and she left this really heartwarming comment under that collab. She was like, oh, I didn't think anybody was really paying attention. I'm just sitting here like, who really cares about blah, blah, blah. And all the stuff I was saying in the video, she was just like, I didn't know I had that impact on people. I'm like, you do. Like, she was shocked. And we don't have a long history of knowing each other. You know, she's the one that got me thinking more about budget stuff. And so I contacted her and was like, hey, you know, you want to do a collab? And so she was like, sure. So that's how that happened. And so we weren't really like rocking like how like me, Grace, Nina, Janessa, Janet, you know what I mean? But she said, yeah. And so we did that collab and it was just like, wow. Eden says, I got 2026 makeup budget with specific no buy and low buy categories. That's good. Thank you, Paisley. How are you this evening? Michelle King said, you can call me Charlene. That's my name. Okay, Charlene. I'll try and remember. Because there's another Michelle. Her channel is Michelle in Makeup. So she's here sometimes. Hey, Wildwater. Hey, welcome back. And then there's Michelle A. Davidson that was here earlier. And then another live you came in. I'm like, oh my gosh, like we got 3 Michelles. I'm like, oh. I'm doing good. Today is a good day. The last couple of days. But today it's been a good day. So we're going to put this on the center. Oh, hell. It's always interesting, like what a shimmer or a metallic lipstick will look like over a matte lipstick. Because this ain't that color. This is like, maybe it is. It's drying down. This is like a grayish blue, but this don't look grayish blue. Oh man, the hell. Yes, I'll post those 2 videos, and I'll post a playlist too if you wanted to see more. But me being on a no buy right now, and there won't be no budget updates. The no buy ends March. And now and the thing is it don't really blend, so it ends up just going out further and further. My budget is $3,000 New Zealand, which works out between $1,500 and $2,000 USD. No buy on complexion products, and a limit of a total 26 makeup or fragrance items for 2026 is going to be hard. Uh-oh. That sounds really good, though. Y'all, this is dry. The Spellcast Beauty site, because look, these, but ultimately you don't need anything. Well, none of us do. But you know, we just want stuff, and it's breaking up in here already. So I like how bold this is, y'all. But and this is making it not so dry. But like out here, where it's just this, and it's breaking up already. Y'all, funny thing. When actually it was the last live when I used the hot pink from Sephora, and I said that'll be the last time y'all see it, because it was acting funny the time before the last time I used it. And so under the short, right, somebody commented, you should use a matte lipstick because then you won't see the lines in your lips. I commented, this is a matte lipstick. Thank you. And this is my thing, y'all. When people only watch shorts, they don't know what you did or why. And then they'll comment something, and I'm like, if you would have, in my mind, I'm like, if you would have watched it, you would have known. But I commented, this is a matte lipstick, thank you. And usually they don't reply back. This is helping it not feel sticky. But over here, on the corners, it's still like how it looks like that line. I don't like how it's not really blending, but I do like this combination though. But I don't like the consistency of this. It's dry and it's drying. I love the color though. So let's start. This is a shimmer. This is not as bold as that. This is Spectral Seas. Because I want to say I'm a declutter Night Bloom. I just don't care for the formula. but I love the color. Hey, Latoya, thank you. And so this is Night Bloom. And of course, it's going to be more rich. So you see that though. Like, I love the color. It's just dry. What I'm looking for. So any other... Ooh, y'all been chatting. Let me back up. Okay, so I want to... What colors my eyeshadow is really nice. There's a lot of colors. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shades on each eye. So we've used a total of 12 shadows. So it's a lot of colors. And one is one palette, one is another palette, because they're going to guess which eye look is which palette, but most have said that this is Natasha Denona Lila palette. The other palette we used was Notoriously Morbid Rose from the Dead Volume 2. I'm doing this now, y'all, because I'll forget and put my hand on my sweatpants and be like, why is got this blue on my gray sweatpants? Yeah, I'm one of them people. The other goal is to limit what you spend on shipping, as that forms part of your budget. It absolutely does. And I'm glad you thought about that, because some people will be like, oh, my budget, such and such. Oh, and they don't think about the other stuff, or they might not think about taxes and stuff. My other goal, okay, what kind of makeup is your biggest weakness? Foundation, eyeshadow, liners. That's a good question. I'm guessing that's for Eden. Mine is definitely eyeshadow, says Eden. Palettes or singles or both, says Janet. Lippies are mine, and blush for sure. Yes, Tanya. Blush, more blush. Janessa, eyeshadow palettes are the biggest weakness for me, and if they have a bundle on a whole collection, I give in too easily and get other products that I'm usually less interested in than the palette. And then, Janessa, you could always do a giveaway for the stuff you don't want. When I used to get subscription boxes for stuff that I knew, well, when I would unbox them, I would be like, I ain't using this. I would just put in giveaway. I do not like how this is not blended. Yeah, I would just put them in a giveaway. Eyeshadow palettes. Thank you, Janet, for whatever happened. Oh, a lot of stuff happened. Okay, so is everybody done with their guesses? Most have guessed this is Natasha Denona Lila. I still feel like I'm yelling. That Mountain Dew, y'all. So most of y'all have said this is Natasha Denona Lila palette. The other palette we used was Notoriously Morbid Rose from the Dead, number 2, volume 2. So all the guesses, and Skinny Queen, you didn't say what you thought. She was like, I'm gonna wait. Thank you also, Janessa. Oh, you and Janet was working. Y'all are the tag team duo. So any other guesses? Skinny Queen, she ain't playing nice. She ain't playing nice. She didn't comment for a while. Did she leave? All right, I'm going to just tell y'all. Y'all were right. Y'all were absolutely right. This is Natasha Denona. I didn't even tell y'all. I was going to say I didn't tell y'all the name of the colors. Of course I didn't, because y'all were supposed to guess which one was which. So, yeah, this actually folds all the way back. This is Natasha. And that means that this one, I'll hold this down here, that this side is Notoriously Morbid Rose from the Dead, volume 2. Hey, beautiful Joe. And so, like, y'all were right. And so some of the shades, like, I thought some of the purples might look the same, or like some of the red tones, but y'all, these are 2 completely different palettes. And I do, and this is the side you said was dull, right? Why am I hitting myself in the face? I do like both the looks. It would depend on what mood that I'm in, but I did think there were going to be more similarities though. The brow bone shade up here, that's this shade. This right here. And so we took this corner, that's my skin tone. Then we topped it with that. That's my skin tone. I was like, what? And also this, what did I put on the center of my lid? I mean, my inner corner. I want to say this is the inner corner shade. I want to say that's that shade. I could be wrong though. And for this side, I think I put this one, and this is a dual chrome. And then I topped it with this, and it still was like, nah. And so I do like both of the looks. I do like both of the looks. And I remember saying in a previous video that even though like, and I think it's because of the packaging, it's like, okay, this is a purple palette. This ain't a purple look. Like, it's not a purple palette. And even though this looks like it has more purples, it's still, I mean, it's a more purple palette than this one looking at the, but the way, excuse me, just man, the way the light just reflects off of those colors though, like look at, oh my gosh. And even on this side, it still does too. But so I do like both the looks. It would just depend on. I had already decided I won't buy from whichever was the dose. And y'all know Natasha cool with me. I mean, she be trying. And I think I refreshed this one. I think so. Yeah, this one is definitely more shiny. So it depends on, because some people do like more dim, more subtle shadows, which is where this side would work. For people who want more shiny, then yeah, they're going to want this side. And my mood dictates like what I feel like, so it depends. And so I do like this too. And I like that one as well. So it just depends on what my mood is. Now, what would be interesting is pairing these two. Because now that we know that this is more on the subtle side, or dull as Janet says. We ain't going to come for you because it's just preference. We all like different things. So it's okay. Nobody coming for you. I just love your glow. Oh, thank you. What is that glowing on my face? I'm going to credit that to Hourglass Mood Light and also Scandinavia, because this, their makeup finishing spray, this does give a subtle glow too. And now that I'm saying that, Nina, when you said the glowy one that they just came out with, you said it's just not matte, but this isn't really matte either. This one isn't really matte either. So now I'm really curious. I'm hoping that they give that as a free travel size one like they do with most of their products. Because I am curious, but I don't know if I want to buy a whole bottle. But if I bought it, I would use it because I have the bridal one, I have the original one, I have their oil control primer. Janessa, now they also, I saw on their website, they have an oil control finishing spray. They have an oil control finishing spray. So when my no buy is over, I am going to get that for my kit. Because I do have their oil control primer spray in my kit. And I do love their makeup removal spray. And so, depending on what you feel like for that day. This one, which can give you something like that. Or, if you want a little more bling bling shine, this one over here. But I do like both the looks though. But it was, I was surprised. Those first, with the first shade, I was like, oh, these are not the same. What could be fun? Pairing them, Janessa? I think you're right. Because even the metallics in here, because I used this one, I used this one, I used this one. And and there's more mattes in here. Is it? Well, I think this one doesn't belong in here or somewhere else in this palette. So I can't even say how many mattes is in here because the shades are mixed up. But this one only has 4 mattes and it's these down here. And so it would be nice though. I think it would be interesting, but then I think it would come out to be a purple look though. I like this shade and I appreciate it because it's not in the purple family, but yeah. If this was all matte and this was all metallic, that would definitely be good pairing. But yes, I'll think about that. Because the shades are not the same. So even if I put like, what did we use? Lower lash line. We put this one on this side. I'm coordinated. This one we put on here on this side. So they don't even, how can I do this? So even though they look like they might be similar, like they were not. They are not. And it's not even like this shade. So even the ones I thought that were going to look the same, they did not look the same. So it would be interesting to pair those. You broken up with Natasha for the most part, though. A midi gloom might get me. I just hope it ain't dusty when it does come out, because I really do like the Yucca palette. Um, yeah, they have an oil control finishing spray. I'm working through my last bout of Urban Decay De-Slick Spray. I'm assuming Scandinavian Oil Control is that. And also the glowy one that Scandinavia's coming out with. So I'm like, okay, they making all the ones that, yeah. Urban Decay Setting Spray would turn me into an oil slick within 3.5 hours. No lie. So when people are like, oh, it's the same exact formula, I'm like, my face says different. Oil slick within 3.5 hours. The Scandinavian one never did that. So I'm like, my face is saying those are not the same exact formulas. Excuse me. I love you, Kazina, and I need a nude most of the time. My current in these, yeah. So, yeah, I think so. I think you're right. Because when I saw they did the glowy one, the first thing I thought of was the glowy one that UD is doing. Yeah. But yeah, and I even asked under one of their posts or something. I had asked, like, is it the same exact formula as the Urban Decay? Because Urban Decay turned me into oil slick in 3.5 hours, but the Scandinavian one never did. They didn't answer. Because people swear they're exactly the same. I'm like, my skin says different. My skin says different. But they never answered. So, I mean, I don't know. Because they're like, oh, we'll just go to the source and get the original. I'm like, my face says they're not the same. And I think that would be shady to have the exact same formula, but then you label it different things as if it's different things. So to me, I'm kind of like, that wouldn't be right, but hey, what do I know? Hey, Toby, thank you. I'm waiting for the midi gloom. I am too. So you can get that and C9 at the same time. Yeah. So y'all were right. This is the Natasha Denona Lila side. I was surprised this purple came out so blue. This is the blue. And I'm like, what the hell? Like that ain't. Yeah, I don't like, the more I look at this, I love the color. The formula. I don't like the formula for this one. For the Spellcast Beauty one. It's like too thick and dry for me. Yeah, I think that's going to be the clutter. I love the color though. That's the thing. And I don't have any more blues. I'm babbling, y'all. We're going to go. Thank you so much. Yes, all of y'all were right. Let me know. I still feel like I'm yelling. Let me know if y'all think for 2026, not for all the beauty face-offs, because we don't do them that often anyway, but do y'all think that I should have one of them also be a giveaway, and like the prize will be one of those 2 palettes from those of you who guessed correctly? Put all your names in a random generator and let that pick who the winner is. Do y'all think that's something we should do for next year? Y'all know I like giveaways, and y'all know people don't be entering. All right, so answer me that, and then we'll oh shoot, where are we? Oh, Tanya says that would be awesome. That's a cool idea, says Eden. All right, let me write that down. My little YouTube notebook with my YouTube pen. Yo, they give handy swag. I did use the cooler they sent me. The blanket is on my sofa. The whiteboard I haven't used yet because I have nowhere to kind of hang it, and the light they sent I haven't used yet. All right, so 2026. What's cool too is that the members answered. Because sometimes I'll be like, I want to hear specifically from the members, but y'all answered already. Janet, Tanya, Eden, Nina. 2026 beauty. So I'm gonna have to make sure that they're the same. So at least they'll look different. Beauty face off with giveaway. And I'm wondering if, I hate to kind of say it. I'm wondering if we should use, but no, because that would take forever to come in. I would have to order, because I'm thinking something with Notoriously Morbid, but then that would take too long to come in unless I had it ahead of time. But then how am I going to know what else it looks like to do a battle with if, so we ain't going to do that. Because that'll be too long. 2026 beauty face off with giveaway of one of the palettes. One of the palettes. I do think that would be fun. Now, what would be slick would be if I did the Mario Moonlight with the elf bite size again, and the elf bite size was the prize. That would be fucked up. That would be cheap as hell and fucked up. Today is the 12th of December. That would be fucked up, like if I did that, but I ain't gonna do that. Because y'all know I give good stuff. No blue lipstick does not do it for me. I love the color, but the formula is thick and drying, and I love the color though, but I do feel like it's gonna get the clutter, and I just won't have it. I love the color of it though. I love how bold it is, but okay, Nina, we're all gonna go. We're all gonna head out with Nina. Nina can turn out the lights. All right, y'all. Thank you for being here, and thank you for playing along. It was a lot of fun, very interesting, because I really thought they were going to be a little more similar than this, and it's not. But I do really like both the looks. Depends on whatever vibe I feel like that day. Do I want more of the shine? And these all do just flow together. This is 4 shades, but it all just flows. Yeah. So we're going to go. Thank you, and thank you to the replay crew who popped in. Those who circled back, who came in later during the live, I appreciate that. Those, the replay crew, I appreciate you too. And let me know, replay crew, like if you knew before the reveal, like what side was what side. And so this was a lot of fun as always. I love the interaction as always. I appreciate your time. Thank you again, Eden, for joining the Troll fam. And y'all will be back Monday. We'll be on Janessa's channel. So make sure y'all subscribe to her and click your notification bell. And y'all gonna see me in that pink wig she sent me. That's going to be a time. It's going to be a time. And thank you to Haywood for popping in. It's always a joy to see you. Thank you, Tanya. I hope it is a prosperous event, especially because it's winter advisory and I'm going to be driving down there. Like, what the hell, girl? You're crazy. But we know I'm crazy. Yep, Gem looks on Monday, so make sure y'all subscribe to Janessa because y'all will see us together on her channel for that collab. It's going to be a lot of fun. We always have a lot of fun. And so on that note, y'all, self-acceptance, self-love, that is the Crazy Troll Nation way. Thank you, and you'll see me soon. Good night, everybody.